How y'all doing? Okay. Okay, come in and chill with me. Come bleed with me. Don't dye your hair red. You heard what Gucci said. Okay. But yeah, don't I look like a big old ball of fluff? How y'all doing? How y'all doing on the timeline? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing on the timeline? Yeah. Come in here. Come chill with me. Hey, come bleed with me. Don't dye your hair red. Whatever the fuck Gucci said. Okay. But like, no, for real. Hey y'all. Like I said the last time I was live, y'all gonna have to drag me about this robe. Like, it's not coming off. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm just sitting here in the bed, like, really posted up like a big ass ball of fluff. And I really love that for me because I just do. So yeah, let's go ahead and, I thought I'd come on here and chop this shit with y'all. Like, what's up in the Findom community? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Yeah. Big fluff ball in the building. Yeah. But no. Like I said, I'm in love with this robe. Like, y'all gonna really have to Martin Luther King my little ass to get me to take this bitch off, because it's not. And then even after you Martin Luther King my little ass, I'm still finna keep it on, so you might as well bury me in this bitch. This shit too nice. This shit too nice, girl. What? This shit too nice, girl. What? Yeah. But anywho, what y'all doing? What's today? It's Tuesday. Okay, about 1:30. Some of y'all at work or something. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, period. Hey, it's a party now. Hey, goddess. But yeah. I really don't have no agenda. I really don't have no agenda, y'all. Like, as y'all already know, if you have some questions, I'm more than happy to answer those questions about financial domination. But baby, I'm just here to to bring the vibes, to bring the elegance, to bring the to I'm here to bring the this is what you've been missing on your timeline. This black girl magic, all this right here that you see, this what you've been missing. So I'm here to bring that to the timeline. If you got some specific questions, hello, my love, about financial domination, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go through my students group chat real quick to make sure I ain't missing nobody questions. So sometimes y'all be asking me questions in there, and you feel me, on that energy, you be picking up on it. Sometimes y'all be asking questions in there, and I'll be trying to do like a little live stream to give you some more, some more assistance and stuff like that. So let me say this. Okay. Pregunta rápida. She's speaking Spanish. Mis español un poquito muy mal. Mi español un poquito muy mal. Muy mal. Okay. Let me see. Somebody said, how do you cope with the creeps? That's a good question. First off, and this is going to be the realest answer you ever hear me give you. Okay, this is the realest answer you ever going to hear on what they say, Findom talk. To avoid the creeps, first and foremost, you up the price. When you are very expensive and highly unattainable, you like literally become invisible to the pay pigs, because pay pigs are the cheapest quality of men that you'll ever find. Like, all of these girls that be on this app teaching you guys how to find pay pigs, they don't know what they're doing. They are teaching you how to find like the worst niggas on the planet. Like, whoa. So first and foremost, when you start charging more, You take the words minimum tribute out of your bio. You stop charging a minimum tribute anyway, because you're just giving men the permission to do the bare minimum. Like, why the fuck would you do that? But then, two, once you start charging more, you become invisible to all of those time wasters, all of those creeps that try to get the most out of you for the little bit of money possible. That's one. Two, I have a gun. Okay. Shout out to my president, Kamala Harris. I have a Glock. That's two. Three, you may not hear her outside in her room because she, doing a little enrichment puzzle right now. I also have a big ass dog. That's three. Cause you're not gonna mess with the girl that's walking down the street with a big ass dog, and on top of that, she got a gun on her hip. So you either finna get shot or you finna get chewed up, or maybe a combination of both. Either way, it's not gonna turn out right. So that's three. Four, I have my LLC and all of my other stuff. So I do Findom legally and legitly. I'm not underneath the table. I don't have to hide from nobody. Okay, the feds know what I'm doing. The government know what I'm doing. And trust me, I worked for the feds. They know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, I do Findom legally. And because I do Findom legally, if some shit was to go down and it's not no like self-defense type shit, in Maryland with my dog or my gun, I could just sue somebody. If somebody was to try to steal my content and do revenge corn and, post it to another website, I could sue that person for doing so, and defamation of character. If another dom was to be cracking slick with me and trying something, they never do, but if they was, I would take that bitch to court, take everything she got. Her and her kids not gonna have Christmas for the next 10 years. And yeah, I'm papered up, quite literally. So I got all the papers, all the registrations that I need to legally protect myself and to legally do what it is that we do in Findom. So those would be my 4 quick tips. I think that was 4. I think those would be my 4 quick tips on how to protect yourself. First and foremost, like President Kamala Harris, get a Glock. Second off, get a big ass dog. Train that big ass dog. Third off, make sure you do everything that you do legally, because you can do it legally and you need to do it legally so you can get business credit. But then second off, if something happens to you, like I said, you can sue a bitch, because everybody else on this motherfucking planet is running Findom underneath the table. Them girls not covered from lawsuits. Not at all. They not trademarked. They not LLC. They don't have none of those things. So if you, like, let's say, for example, if you only got, oh, that's her alarm for lunch. She already eaten her lunch, though. Let's say, for example, y'all was on that white girl shit, and y'all was on that white girl post when she be telling y'all about Findom and all this other stuff, teaching y'all how to find pay pigs, and she told you to set up a Cash App and a Twitter. You just on that Cash App and Twitter don't protect you from shit. If Cash App finds out what you're doing and they shut you down and you got thousands of dollars in your account, guess what? You're not getting that money back. You can't call Cash App. You better off calling Jesus and crying, because your money's gone. You don't have no paperwork to show that you were doing legal business activities. That shit is just as good as done. So, yes, ma'am. When you do shit above the table, when you do take financial domination seriously, and you do actually get a high quality education from somebody who knows what the fuck they talking about, and you get your paperwork, you can legally protect yourself. You can put your subs under NDAs. You can sue a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not invincible just because you got an LLC, but again, you are putting yourself ahead of thousands of other girls who would otherwise, in the same predicament, lose access to their money, lose access to their bank accounts, lose access to a bunch of shit, get blackmailed, blackballed, threatened, harassed, and not be able to legally protect themselves. So, the mo you know from a certified hoe, okay? The mo you know from a certified hoe. Okay. We shoot and we sue. Mwah. See you in court. Mwah. If you make it. Mwah. Damn. Damn, because somebody said damn, because before I even got into this business, I got my LLC. Another thing is your LLC needs to specifically be for financial domination. You cannot be lying on your business tax documents and business foundation documents about what you're doing. You cannot say, oh, my LLC is a consultant, but I'm a Findom. Those two do not make sense. Those two do not match up. And when you start trying to apply for business credit and that Amex card, you're going to get fucking declined, because if you're lying on your LLC documentation, that will affect how, like, your business. And then you're gonna have to literally dismantle your entire LLC, get a brand new one, which is gonna business credit wise start the process of you establishing credit all over again, because this is a completely different LLC. Or you're gonna have to change the LLC tax code, which again, now you getting banged up with the IRS. It's just messy. It's just messy. So if you do have an LLC, that's fine. But make sure that when you start financial domination and you are serious, that you get an LLC specifically for Findom, so that tax credit and tax code wise you are, who you say you are, and you're operating the business that you say you're operating. A lot of people who can teach you about getting the LLC, they're telling you to lie and telling you to say that you're a consultant, telling you to say that you're an accountant. You're not no fucking accountant. You 25 years old, your subs are damn near 40, 60, 80 years old. They don't need no fucking financial advice from you. You're not a financial advisor. You're not no nigga's accountant. He doesn't need you to budget his bills. You know what I'm saying? If he can't figure that out at this big boy age, that's a failure on his daddy and his mommy, and he need to figure that shit out on his own. You're not an accountant. You not none of those other things. You can absolutely establish an LLC specifically in adult entertainment and then use that in Findom. But you got to know, obviously, how to do that. Cash App is on it now, too. Exactly. You shouldn't even be using Cash App for real. Cash App is like some shit that you use when you going back and forth between you and your girlfriends. Cash App is the shit that you use when, you moving money back and forth to do whatever the fuck you trying to do after you done already made your money as a Findom. You need a business bank account as a Findom. You don't need to be using Cash App. Cash App is not FDC. What the fuck is the acronym? FDIC protected. None of this shit really is FDIC protected up to a certain amount, but at least to a certain degree, most banks in the United States are covered up to $250,000. Under the FDIC. Cash App is not. So when you are operating above the table and you're doing shit legit, you're trying to build business credit, you're trying to use Findom as proof of income so that you can buy a house, get a G-Wagon, get that credit card, you're not going to be able to use Cash App. You can't walk into no leasing office. You can't walk into no mortgage company talking about, oh, I'm a Findom, I'm making $10,000, $15,000 a month. Here go my bank statements. Here go my screenshots, but it's Cash App. They're going to laugh your ass right up out the door. You need a business bank account. In order to get a business bank account, you need the LLC and your EIN number. Somebody else said, I'm so tired of hearing of these frauds. Yes. But people love to be fraudulent. But it's all good because 2025, people are getting exposed. You can't see that already. You know what I'm saying? If the end of 2024 didn't teach us nothing, is that all the frauds is getting exposed. The fraudulent doms, the fraudulent celebrities, the fraudulent Findom mentors, everybody getting exposed. Especially during that ban, honey. Oh my God. Now she crying. Come believe with me. Don't dye your hair red. You heard what Gucci said. All right, hold up. You need a DBA. DBA is doing business as. Doing business as is simply just the name that you're doing business as under your LLC. So I guess so. If that's the case, if you don't want people to know your legal first and last name as a Findom, you can get a DBA. But if you don't care about having your legal name, and like your legal name and stuff like that is still going to be attached to what you do business wise. But as far as like your subs, your audience, your followers, your community, if you want us to know your legal fucking name, then so be it. I would not suggest it because people are weird. When you have your paperwork, like I said, you can protect yourself and shit like that. But like, people are fucking weird. So probably not, but it's your personal choice. Gotta get a tax expert or at least become one. Let somebody else handle that. Self-employment taxes are much more than 9-to-5 taxes. We pay more taxes than all these people who claim that they got a good job, a regular job, and all of these morals. We pay much more taxes than they can ever fucking imagine. And just go ahead and let somebody else handle that shit. Can you really select that? Yeah, you can really make an LLC in adult entertainment. How do you think Pornhub has an LLC? And has been around for years and has never been taken down. They're a legitimate corporation. How would you deal with a lurker? As in they interact with posts but don't follow. I ignore them. Honestly, I ignore them. Right? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Financial domination is not about you convincing people to send you money. There's a certain level of sales and marketing that goes into what you do. But if you can tell the same 1-2 people are liking your content, but they're not spending money, then obviously they're not a customer, they're a follower. So you can continue doing what you're doing, going about your life, take the interaction or engagement that they're bringing so that boosts your profile or social media, that somebody else who actually has money is going to spend it. But otherwise, it's really nothing that you can do. People are going to lurk on your social media forever. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Not every person that follow you wants to do a session with you. Not every person that follows you is a submissive. Or even if they are submissive, that doesn't mean that they like financial domination. And it doesn't mean that they are immediately ready to book with you either. So don't stress yourself out about it. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue posting your content and going. Continue your marketing strategies, this, that, and a third. But if one particular sub keep liking your shit, keep commenting and shit like that, but they haven't booked, then just like they've showed you through their actions, they are just that. Someone commenting, someone liking. If they wanted to be a customer, they would have booked. If they wanted content, they would have bought it. You made it very clear, and you make it very clear in your marketing and in your social media what it is that you're about. But not everybody that follows you is going to be your client, your customer, your sub. Some people just follow you because they like the way that you look. I mean, at the end of the day, it's social media. So let it go. Let it fly. Keep going. What if you're actually an accountant? Nice. They've sent here and there. Well, if they've sent here and there, then you know that they only gonna send here and there. So only interact with you when you over here and when you over there. Otherwise, leave they ass anywhere. I think they have a class action suit. Ooh, Cash App got a class action suit. Oh, shit. Well, let's get us some money then. All the money in the world doesn't matter if you can't show proof of income. Been there. Exactly. I've taught 5,000 students. You would not be surprised how many students thought, they could do whatever. Like, I told them to set up that LLC before they really started making money. They didn't. Thought that they could just wait it out. Oh my God. And now they get this big ass tribute. Can't do shit with it, right? Because again, nobody wants to see Cash App deposits as proof of income. You can't use that. So like, yeah, you look like you got the money. You might really have the money, but you still can't do shit with it. You still can't do shit with it. And then if you go get an LLC last minute as fuck, you still can't establish credit because your LLC has to be a certain age before you even start getting approved. So a brand new LLC, even still not going to get approved, even with the deposits that you would have. So you still like shooting yourself in the foot either way. You just got to do it the right way, right? There's no get rich quick. Nothing in life is a get rich quick. You know what I'm saying? You have to go about this the right way. How do you get big deposits? As far as processing those things, you just have your clients and subs give you the money through your payment processors that you're on, your third-party sites and stuff like that you're on. And then they just go to your business bank account. People getting exposed. People been getting exposed. People getting exposed for years. You can have several DBAs under one LLC. Sure. I meant for Findom, but you said get a second LLC, and some states will conceal your name. I'm saying get a second LLC because if you don't have an LLC that's specifically registered under adult entertainment, you can't just use an LLC that you started for your retail candle Etsy business and start doing financial domination through that LLC. So yeah, you would need another one. And then you can use all kinds of stuff these days. I mean, back in 2017, when I started, you know, you had to file an LLC directly through the state. So nowadays they have all of these different services and stuff like that that'll help you do it. And, you know, like walk you through the steps and hold your hand versus you just trying to figure it out all on your own through the state's websites, like I did in 2017. And then as far as concealing your name or not concealing your name, that's a choice that you can make with your lawyer, your attorney while you're setting up your LLC. Findom got me through college. Period. Me too, girl. You have a class coming up. No, I do not have a upcoming class, so to speak. If you want access to our current classes, however, you can get that in the link in my bio. You have to be a member in order to get into any of our spaces. You have to be a member of our community. You can definitely catch up with us and review the last 8 years worth of educational information I've already put out into this industry. As far as upcoming classes, technically, yes, I do have them, but we're not releasing that information to the public anymore. So you would have to be a member of our community for information about upcoming classes and events. But you can access all of our stuff by becoming a member. You must be 21 and over and legally a Black woman. Keep your comments about all of the other races that you are to yourself, because obviously Black woman is not any other race but Black women. Thanks. Keep these questions coming, though. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Keep these questions coming. Where did I get my glasses from? I get all of my glasses from Zehul and VOG Glam. They probably had so many different names since they've started, but it's like VOG Glam is this website where you basically just give them your prescription. You get the little frames. I think these frames by themselves, no prescription, were like $20. And then after you put your prescription in there, you can like make them transition so that they turn into shades when you go outside, or you can get the blue light filter on there. So if you like are always on the computer as a streamer or something like that, it's not hurting your eyes. But after you put your prescription in there, it goes from like $25 to like $75 or $100 or whatever. And they just ship it to your house much faster than waiting 6 to 8 weeks, going to a traditional, you know, optometrist or something like that, or eyeglass center. because they make you wait forever for glasses, and I was not trying to do that. Okay, I need to see. I don't wear glasses for fun. I need to see. And I don't have time to be waiting 6 to 8 weeks. I need my shit outside. Rapido. Más rapido. Is purple your favorite color? No, actually, it's actually not my favorite color. I actually hate the fucking color purple. Like, isn't it obvious that my favorite color is purple, y'all? Like, come on now. Like, my whole brand is purple. You see me, you see purple, okay? My nails be purple aside of this set. My toes be purple. My car purple. Well, my car used to be purple. My new car finna be purple too. Yes. I love how you said access the last 8 years worth of content. You put your elbow into it. Oh yeah, that was a flex. Absolutely. When I said you can become a member and access the last 8 years worth of educational content that I've put out for you guys, that was a flex. Absolutely. Textbooks, lectures, homework assignments, projects. If you need to build a dungeon, something in there. You know, just a little something for everybody. Just a little something for everybody in that bitch. 8 years worth of content. You can get it all. And all of the textbooks now under one price. I used to have the textbooks and all of my coaching and stuff separate. It's too much. You can get all that shit under one fucking price, okay? It's a monthly subscription or an annual plan. If you an annual big baller shot caller, I love that for you. But if you a monthly girly, like, it's no shade on the monthly girlies, because y'all my diamonds. Y'all my diamonds, okay? So yeah, you can get all of that under one little price point, just one little price point. Now, before y'all hop in the comments, because I know sometimes people go into the link into my bio and they be like, oh my God, compared to all of the other Findom mentors I saw out there, it was really expensive. Okay, 8 years worth of content, all of the textbooks, and the class is supposed to cost $3,500. 8 years worth of content, all of the textbooks, and the class is supposed to cost $3,500 US. Okay, baby, let me tell you, you're not getting that. You're not paying anywhere near $3,500 for my class. So yes, it's expensive, but put in perspective, it is not the real cost, because the real cost is $3,500. So anything under $3,500 is the discount. Absolutely. Sometimes y'all be in the comments mad about the discount, and I gotta come on here and just kind of shift perspective a little bit. The cost is supposed to be $3,500 for my course, 8 years worth of content, textbooks and all that. You're not paying anywhere near $3,500. So that's the discount. Okay. The next time you see my shit and you see that class costs $3,500, that's the day that you know I stopped giving discounts. Okay. That's the day that you be like, okay, yeah. Yup, she stopped giving discounts. Can you elaborate on your favorite power dynamics? That's a good question. Well, by definition, financial domination is the dom sub act of exchanging power through monetary gifts. So that's going to be one. That's just going to be number one right there. Give me the money. I do enjoy total power exchange because I just feel like getting a sub to that level of space and trust with you and safety, like them feeling like they're safe around you and they trust you to really fully relinquish control over their bank account, over their assets, power of attorney, like putting you on to their health insurance or life insurance as like a beneficiary, like all of that shit that goes into total power exchange. I like that the most because it to me shows like, whether it's for me or I see another dom doing it, it shows me like you know what you're talking about as a dom and you are capable of creating safe spaces to the point that your subs feel so comfortable with you, like they are really, really, really willing to give you everything. That means they trust you. That means they love you. Because yeah, your subs will love you. You may not romantically feel feel for them the same type of way. But yeah, your subs will be in love with you. Your subs will want to talk to you all the fucking time in an exchange or a dynamic, like total power exchange. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of labor. That's a lot of trust. Okay. Those are my favorites to see and my favorites to explore. So yeah. Are all of your calls Findom drains? No. What goals do you have in mind when you go on a call? So when somebody calls me to talk to me on the phone and they pay per minute to talk to me on the phone as a Findom, we're not doing drains. I don't have to do a drain with a sub just because we're on the phone. Like, yeah, that's fun. And like a drain, for those of you who don't know, is like when you're talking to a sub, you're doing a session virtually or something like that, or even in person, and he's sending money back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I don't feel the need to have to do that or to try to focus on getting that result from men that are talking to me, because again, the price that I'm charging you per minute gives me enough profit. I charge $5.99 per minute. So with that price point, $5.99 per minute after fees and taxes, I'm making enough per minute off of a 30, maybe 45-minute conversation that I don't really need to worry about getting him to send or doing a drain or something like that. What we're talking about is getting to know each other. I'm not being overtly sexual. I'm not being hypersexual. I'm not focused on him. I'm not focused on none of that shit. Who the fuck are you? Why are you calling me? Where did you find me at? Are you full of shit? Like, you saying that you want to worship me and this, that, and the third. Okay, are you full of shit? Have you actually done something like this before? Okay, you saying that you done something like this before. What was it? What did you do? And why did you do that? And what did you learn from that experience? Like, we're having a regular ass conversation. I can't just get straight into it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But I feel like I can't always just jump straight into it and flip the switch of dominatrix, get down on your knees and do that and the third, because you don't know each other. You don't know what kind of submissive this guy is. You don't know his inks. You don't know his edishes. You don't know his fears. You don't know his insecurities. Anything that you know about him is surface level shit that he's literally pillow talking in your ears while he's paying for it. He could be lying. He could tell you, oh my God, my name is John. I'm a lawyer. I'm 35. I got a little shrimp and I make 6 figures a year. And whole time his name is David. He got 6 kids. He make $30,000 a year working at Amazon, and he hiding in a closet from his baby mother. You know what I'm saying? So you really never know. It takes multiple conversations. And I tell subs this too. It takes multiple conversations on the phone, especially if we're on the phone. I can't see your face on a video chat to see if you lying to me or not. We not in person, right? Or anything like that, where I can see if you're full of shit, or I can tell that you're full of shit based off your vibe. You saying whatever the fuck you want to say on this phone. So it's going to take multiple conversations for us to get to know each other. And my emphasis on meeting any man is making him prove himself to me. Who are you? Why are you calling me? What the fuck are you trying to do? Or what you trying to give me? Or what you trying to serve me? How you trying to serve me? Why are you calling me? You know what I'm saying? And after a few minutes, if I don't feel like talking to him on the phone, I'll disconnect and be like, okay, well, it was nice to talk to you and get to know you. I will, be more than happy to hear from you another time, but I'm going to go ahead and go. Or if we, had a nice hour-long conversation, I'll invite him to call me again. Well, John, I've, enjoyed talking to you for the last hour. I am on my way to a nail salon appointment. I be lying like shit. On my way to a nail salon appointment, and I have to go. But, yeah, go ahead and call me tomorrow. Right? I'm not asking you what you finna do. I'm not suggesting it. Or maybe you should call me. No, go ahead and call me tomorrow and we'll have another conversation at that time. Yes, goddess. Thank you. Click. Your agenda should be, or goals should be, to make that person prove themselves to you, to get to know that person, to ask as many questions about that person as possible so that you know if he's full of shit, if he's a real sub, if he is a hobbyist, if he is a sugar daddy, if he's a salt daddy, if he's a Splenda daddy. That first conversation, you need to be asking so many fucking questions. It need to damn near feel like a fucking interview. right? You need to do it casually. You need to be asking questions casually and taunting and teasing in a certain kind of way to get information out of him, so it doesn't feel like you just, well, what's your name? What's your favorite color? Do you have a job? As if you're reading off of a script. You want it to feel conversational, but it's absolutely an interview. And this is why we say financial domination is an art, because so many of you guys I see, like in my comments and in other people's comments and stuff like that, so many of you guys always say that you don't know what to say and you don't know how to talk to men as a findom. You're having a regular ass conversation with these people. Like, you're not supposed to just jump on the phone and go straight into the session, straight into being a findom. Like, you don't know the nigga. It's nothing wrong with saying, hi, what's your name to someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be overthinking it or making it seem like you just have to be just this performative ass character as a dom. You're a person. You're not a kink dispenser. So have a regular conversation. It's been times where I didn't, as my students, I tell you this all the time. It's times where I didn't hopped on a 45-minute conversation and with a sub, and we wound up doing a tarot reading about his ex-girlfriend. Like, we wound up not talking about findom at all. This man was so hurt about being broken up with, he called me as a findom to do a tarot reading for his ass. And then other times, if he's old as hell, we was talking about the civil rights movement and all this other shit. So you can talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Honestly. If I step to your bitch, you gon' tell on me. If I step to your bitch, you gon' tell on me. Girl, I gotta know. Yeah. Let me catch up in the comments. If I be the pussy, your bitch, you gon' tell on me. If I be the pussy, your bitch, you gon' tell on me. How do I catch the liars? So you can catch a man lying. Y'all know how to catch a nigga lying. If you black, let's think about it for a second. You know how to catch a nigga lying, right? The story don't add up. You said that you made $600,000 a year, but I just asked you for $100 and you ain't got it. So somebody lying. You said the last time we had a conversation, because you didn't know I was taking notes down, Johnny. You said the last time we had a conversation that you wasn't married. Now all of a sudden you saying your wife found out about your account. You said last time you wasn't married. Lie. You know how to catch a nigga in a lie. Okay. Pay attention. Listen to when they actually talk. And that's the part that be tripping y'all out. Some of y'all don't actually like men. And I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Unfortunately, I do like men. And that's really sad for me. Because unfortunately, I am primarily heterosexual. However, when you listen to them, you paying attention to what they saying, you can see if they lying or not. If you actually listen to what they saying. But yeah, you hold control of the conversation, even though you're not, like she said, even though you're not doing most of the talking, you're asking questions and he's doing most of the talking, you are very much still in control of the whole conversation. Like, you're baiting him to say things. You're asking questions and you're teasing him and baiting him to be on defense, to prove himself, to say certain things, to get information out of him. And pay attention to what the fuck he says. Remember that shit the next time he calls you or whatever the fuck else. And then, if, like, for me, if a sub tells me he's married, like, oh, goddess, I'm married. My wife's name is Julia. I be wearing her pantyhose when she at work. The next time he called me, I don't give a fuck if it's been 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. I'm going to ask if Julia knows that you still wearing her pantyhose or not. And if you say, who the fuck is Julia? That's how I knew you was lying. 1. And then 2, if you be like, yeah, she still don't know. That's how I know I got your dumb ass. Because you told me some shit you wasn't supposed to tell me. And I'd have remembered that shit. So now I got your card. And if I got your card, I can call you a bluff. One thing about me, I I'll pull a motherfucking card. Uno, swipe that bitch. So keep shit in your back pocket, y'all. Keep shit in your back pocket. Keep shit in your back pocket. Some of these women don't know how to hold conversations with other women, period, and that's why they're struggling. Very true. If you are not a very sociable person, a very conversationalist person, period, you definitely going to struggle in financial domination because you don't even talk to people in your normal everyday life. How the fuck you going to start talking to niggas now? You know what I'm saying? You don't even socialize and talk to people as it lies on some normal shit. You damn sure not going to start talking to people for a living. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. So sometimes it's a little bit of a realisticness and realism that we got to have. It makes it more enjoyable when you can really click with a sub. Absolutely. You don't want to be spending time talking to subs that you don't want to be around. You don't want to talk to. They're getting on your nerves. They're mad annoying. You're literally wasting your time. You know how people be calling subs time wasters? Like, no. There's no such thing as a time waster. You waste your own time. So if you're not connecting with subs that really like match what it is that you're looking for, and the shit is boring, you don't want to talk to them, like that's a clear sign that you need to go back to the drawing board and reconfigure your brand and, scale yourself up to a different level of clientele, because who the fuck want to be miserable? Like, oh my God. Wait. The comments keep jumping up. I'm trying to catch up. Are we taking notes? Hey, new here. Welcome. Damn, on a primarily. I'm bi, y'all. Stop playing with me. I am bisexual, but I like a little bit of peen. Just a little too much. So I'll be like, okay. Right after I do some shit, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that was good. That was a nice little appetizer. Now go ahead and bring the meat out. Go ahead and bring me the meat, because I need it all, girl. Oh my goodness. But y'all better chill with me, because I'm a baby bisexual. Like, I only got fingers, so like... That's a different story time. That's a story time for YouTube, not TikTok, y'all. That's a story time for YouTube, okay? On my little bisexual journey. But yeah, we're going to talk about that later. Oh my goodness. No, definitely, because somebody said no, definitely, because sometimes the calls I've gotten have been boring as fuck, right? I don't like, and I be hanging up on them. I hang up on a motherfucker that's dry. I'm not even about to sit here and lie to you and say I've never had no dry ass call before. I have. And I do just the fuck that. I hang right the fuck up. And I'll be like trying to give them a chance, like asking questions. So if I ask you an open-ended question and you give me a closed question answer. So if I ask you, like, are you married? Like, you got kids? Like, what do you do? No. First off, that was a 3-part question. Dumbass nigga. I just asked you 3 things. You only answered 1. And then I'll be like, okay, so are you gonna answer the rest of my questions, or you just here to take up air? Well, I was just calling to get to know you. Right, that's why I asked you that question. Click. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll just be like, you know what? Now is clearly not a good time for me. Maybe I'm just making you a little too nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. I'm a beautiful, intelligent woman. Like, maybe you just never talked to a woman before and you're nervous. Go ahead and call me another time, because you're boring. And I'll straight up tell them that they're fucking boring and hang the fuck up. Sometimes they call right back and then be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was just so nervous. And then they actually have the conversation. And other times they don't call the fuck back. But either way, I got paid. The DBA can be adult entertainment. A DBA means doing business as. It's literally just a name. A DBA on an LLC is literally just an alternative name that you are using besides the name of the LLC. You cannot have a DBA, adult entertainment. That's not a thing, right? So if your name is Goddess Ekua and your LLC is Goddess Ekua LLC, the DBA would be a alternative name. Instead of signing Goddess Ekua LLC on your documents, you could sign Ekua Ahima on your documents. It is just a different name. It's not a totally different LLC. The term DBA, that's not, it's just a name, y'all. Like, don't overthink it. It's just a name. I know the LLC gurus on TikTok be trying to tell you, you can set up an LLC and go to a bank right now with no documents and get $50,000. Calm down. It doesn't work like that. The LLC is just a name. A DBA is just an alternative name outside of the LLC. So let's say, for example, y'all be on that app. Y'all be seeing them white girls. Because I know y'all do. Y'all be in the comments. I know y'all do. Y'all be in the comments of them white girls. Blair, the Asian chick, the black chick that used to be on here with the eyebrows. Y'all was all up in their comments, right? Most of them were promoting secretly a specific app called Edish Finder. Edish Finder is a DBA alternative name for the LLC Finder. So Finder is one LLC, and they've created a new website for all Edishes outside of Feet, and their DBA or alternative name is now Edish Finder. It's the same company, just two different names. A DBA cannot be adult entertainment. A DBA is just a name, an alternative name outside of your LLC's name. Can't hold an entire conversation. Might as well work a 9 to 5. I just made an account on X. A girl said, don't communicate with subs and be mean. That's not Findom. That's going to get you no traction, no engagement, no money. You don't have to be mean just to be a Findom. You don't have to be a bitch to be a Findom. That's not even financial domination. Financial domination, by definition, is the dom sub act of exchanging power through monetary gifts. You don't have to humiliate people. You don't have to be mean. Not everybody who wants to do financial domination with you will want to be degraded for doing so. And in fact, why would you humiliate? And that's the part that never made sense to me. Why would I humiliate the person that's giving me money? Why would I humiliate the person that's doing the thing I want them to do? If I want you to send me money, why the fuck would I humiliate you then for doing so once you did it? That's how girls be getting chargebacks. Okay, I've never had a chargeback from a man a day in my life as a dom. Because, yeah, I could humiliate you if you have a specific get off for that, but I'm going to humiliate you about everything under the sun except the fact that you send money to me. I may tease you and say, like, this is the only way you get attention from women, but I'm not going to make you feel like shit for literally doing the thing I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to you. So you don't have to be a bitch. That's just long story short. You don't have to be a bitch to be mean. You don't have to be mean to be a dom. It's like totally different. Totally different. Totally different, girl. Damn, I'm late as hell. Come down your head, red. You heard what Gucci said. Oh, wait. Right. I appreciate you pointing out that you have to get to know people a little. You can't just, run and cut the scene. And that's very true because, again, how are you going to humiliate a sub if you know nothing about him? What you gonna say? The stereotypical, your dick little, you ain't got no money, you a loser? What if his dick not little? What if he do got money? What if he not a loser? None of those things are gonna actually hurt. When you wanna humiliate somebody, when I cut deep. Okay? I'm gonna say something about the fact that your mother dead. I'm gonna say something about the fact that your father left. I'm gonna say something about the fact that you a little slow. And I'm not gonna say it on TikTok because I don't use that type of words just, willy-nilly. But in the close proximity of me and my sub, I'm gonna use the R word too. And is. We're gonna talk about your religion. I'm gonna make fun of your religion. I'm gonna make fun of your political choices. I'm gonna make fun of the way that you dress. I'm gonna make fun of the way that your wife looks. But I actually need to know you and get to know you in order for me to dig those things up. Because ain't no sub just going to, meet you off the rip, drop $1,000 and be like, oh my God, Goddess, here's all of my trauma and all of my insecurities and everything I've experienced in the last 30 years of my life so that you can use this against me. You're going to have to pull that out of him. And you can't do that without having a conversation, without getting to know each other, even on a surface level. And I'm not saying have a conversation like you're doing this for free. You're getting paid for all of this. You're not just having conversations with subs to get to know them in your Twitter DMs. No, ma'am. You're doing this and getting paid for it. You're on the phone charging per minute. You're on a video chat session. You're in a Skype session. You don't have to worry about the money because the money was already given to you up front. You're not talking to any man who hasn't already paid you the money. So when I say talk to them and get to know them, please believe you're already getting paid. You're not just wasting time talking to any guy in Twitter DMs hoping that after you get to know him, he's going to send you the money. That's bullshit. The mean shit ain't get me nowhere though. Shit crazy. And that's the part that a lot of people don't really be clocking as tea. You being mean and bratty as a dom may not be your bag because you actually have to embody a certain type of energy as a dom. Not every dom is going to be whips and chains. Not every dom is going to be latex and leather. Not every dom is going to be, the silky $300 robes and everything purple and all of that. Like, you may be a green type of girl, like on some Erykah Badu type shit. Like, that's your vibe. You may be Afro puff, because when I don't have my wig on and I stop cutting my fucking hair off, my hair grows very quickly, as y'all have already seen. I rock the Afro, right? You may be on some Jill Scott shit, some Angela Davis type shit, or you might be on some Pinky type shit. And y'all know, if you know who Pinky is, then you know. Ain't no shame in the game because we all adults. But everybody is like this cookie cutter type of shit that people be teaching y'all is why so many doms are so unsuccessful. And it's really crazy because Black women, this industry was created for you, literally. The Smex industry, the spicy industry, was created to exploit you, your beauty, your body, all of those years ago. And they're still doing the same thing. So the fact that so many Black women are struggling to make money in this industry is fucking wild to me. But you have to know your bag. You have to know your angle. You have to know your niche. Being mean might work for the next person. For you, you may be more tantric, more sensual. For the next person, they may be more cruel, more sadistic. The next person may be more spiritual or more alternative. Like, you really have to find your lane. And that's why it's so important. I teach you guys, first and foremost, I teach you guys how to create your niche, how to find your brand. So yeah, if you weren't being, having success being mean as a dom on the cookie cutter, fuck you, pay me, be mean to everybody, Findom type tip, try actually not necessarily being nice, but try actually doing what you feel like is coming natural to you based on your personality. And I guarantee on the very surface level, even if you never take a class with me, even if you never take my class, become a member of our community, because I'm not pressed for you to do it one way or another. You want my information, you get it. If you don't, then oh well. But just take this, change up your mindset, stop the fuck you pay me, stop being mean to just any and everybody, and actually do what naturally comes to your personality and your spirit. Be your fucking self, post your content, be consistent, and I promise you, you will find better quality subs, make much more money, shit will not be fucking boring, and you'll get more traction because, again, genuine submissives can tell when y'all full of shit. They can tell when y'all just hop straight off of TikTok to the fuck you pay me and hop straight off of the chat GPT textbooks and shit like that, straight to Twitter and get the post in the same cookie cutter shit as everybody else. This shit has been going on for years, you guys. People who are genuine can see through you very quickly. When you're genuine, though, real recognizes real. Any other sites besides Twitter? Absolutely. I'm only talking about Twitter because Twitter is a free social media platform. I am on much more sites than Twitter. Twitter is just one stream of income for you. And I'm not going to teach anybody on this live today all of the many different platforms that I use. If you're brand new, you need to be on Twitter because Twitter is the only platform and its terms and conditions is the most flexible for the adult entertainment industry. Instagram ain't cutting it. Red space, blue space, butterfly, Reddit, all that other shit. No. Twitter is the most flexible social media network in its terms and conditions for adult content and adult entertainment. That's the best place you need to start with. I'm telling you, start on Twitter because you have to build up your following. You want to use your Twitter page as your digital business card, right? So say right now, for example, take yourself and let's be real with each other. I don't sugarcoat shit with my students because that sugarcoating shit is how you be fucking poor. So, for example, if this was not TikTok and it was Twitter and you went to my Twitter and you saw that I was live, but then you went to my Twitter and you was looking for my pictures, my media, and you saw that I didn't have a link in my bio, my bio was like poorly written and had multiple, spelling typos and mistakes. I had 2 tweets from 6 months ago saying, fuck you, pay me, and a Cash App. Would you trust me as a mentor? Let me tell you, the answer is no, you wouldn't. Your subs are looking at you the same way. So be real with yourself for a second. Go to your social media, which should be Twitter. Anybody else who's not recommending Twitter has not been in the industry long enough to tell you the industry trends and why Twitter's the best place to go. Blue Sky is old as hell. I don't recommend Blue Sky. Nobody's there. Red Note, Red Space, everybody done hopped on that and hopped back off of that in the last 48 hours. Reddit is for racists. Instagram, not cutting it. Twitter is where you need to be. Anybody that's been in this industry longer than 8 years can tell you about how Findom was before the pandemic and why you need to stay on Twitter right now. You don't need to jump ship for the latest app that ain't nobody on anyway. Twitter's the one. You start with Twitter, you build up your followers, you build up some engagement. You start branching out and making passive income on other third-party sites. But you always need your Twitter because, again, like I said, your Twitter is your virtual business card. When I go to parties and events, I don't hand out business cards. You get my social media so that when I walk away from you, right? Hey, how you doing at this party? My name is Goddess Ekua. What's up? You buy me a drink? Cool. I'm not about to sit here and try to prove my credentials to you as no fucking dom at no party. I'm here to have a good time. But you can definitely follow me on social media because they're going to ask for that type of shit anyway. 9 times out of 10, what usually happens is as I walk the fuck away and go do what I fucking do at my party or at whatever event that I'm at, those men then go to my social media, follow me there, see my content, see the fact that I do loyal fans, see the fact that I have content for sale, see the fact that I do all of these different types of things. They walk back up to me in the party hours later. Oh my God, I didn't know that you did all of this. I'm so glad I got to meet you. Or, oh my God, I've been following you for years. I didn't know that this was you here in the party today. Oh my God, how can I book a session with you? Da, 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 da. Right? But imagine if I don't have that social media. Imagine if I was at the party trying to be big bad dominatrix, and then I give out my social media and that shit is half-assed. That shit is raggedy. That shit is inconsistent. They're not going to take you serious. If you want to be taken serious, you need to establish yourself. The best way to do it when you're new is online, because you're safer behind the internet. You're not in parties, you're not in person, in dangerous situations where you don't know who in there, who's coming out of there, this, that, and the third. You can be very safe on the internet, build up your social media, never do real time if that's not what you want to do, but you will be okay. And one of the reasons I suggest this is because when the pandemic hit, all of these girls back in the day, 2019, right before the COVID pandemic, everybody prior to 2019 used to shit on online doms. You're not a real dom if you're only online. You're not a real dom if you're on Twitter. Guess what the fuck happened? Disease spread across the world and the government shut down everything. Everybody was forced to be inside, and all of the in-person girlies no longer had a fucking job. And were then struggling hard as hell to transition their in-person only job to the online space. And obviously in-person work is not the same as the online world. So they had no idea what they were doing. Thousands of spicy workers gave the fuck up, because I mean, they can't transition 40 years worth of being an adult worker or worth of 15 years worth of being a dominatrix in person in Brooklyn to the online world when they've never touched the internet since that shit came out. They not about to, come on now. They went out of fucking business. Or they were now looking at all of the online girlies asking for fucking advice, right? So you always, ladies, you always need a social media presence, and Twitter is that one. That's where you start. You don't need no other social media as a dom, just one. And then every other page, so to speak, that you have needs to be a paywall. Paywall means they need to pay some money, swipe a card, come out their pocket to get access. The only thing that's free is my Twitter. Everything else you need to pay for. And even on Twitter, you don't get to interact with me like that as a sub. So you might as well go ahead and pay for it. Somebody sent me a gift earlier. I'm late as hell, but thank you. Jugular. I don't be trying to come for people, okay? Look, Spirit be sending me the messages and they come out the way they need to come out. So sometimes y'all just need to be taking it how it resonates. I don't be trying to hurt nobody's feelings because I'm really a girl's girl. But I'm big on accountability, and I'm maybe that's my autism, but I'm also big on not sugarcoating that shit, because when we sugarcoat shit, we don't get the actual message the fuck across. Like, I just, no. When we sugarcoat shit, you don't actually get the message across. Yes, finally, my FYP brought me to this live. Okay, period. Hello, guys. Proud SW of 14 years. Everything you saying is facts. Mwah, 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 mwah. See, the veterans been fucking with me since day one, y'all. Let me tell you how I'm only 8 years in the game, and I'm 8 years as of this March 2025. Okay, so I'm showing the fuck off. Let me tell you how so many motherfucking veterans been fucking with me since day one. And the reason why so many, and I wear that shit like a motherfucking chip on my shoulder, because not a lot of people can say that. Okay, so many veterans, people who've been doing this shit 15, 20, 30 plus years, so many veterans fuck with me because I really took the time when I first got started to get fucking education. I knew for a fact when I was looking around like, yo, if I'm really about to do this shit, I'm really about to take this shit serious, I'm not about to look like boo-boo the fucking fool. I need to go to any veteran that I can fucking find who is willing to talk to me and ask some questions. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. Okay? And I invested myself into my education, and I took this shit seriously. And so many veterans, y'all, thank you for the hearts and the love. I appreciate it, because, yeah, it's hard out here for a pimp and owning a business as a Black woman and being able to keep that business up and running and relevant and profitable for 8 fucking years straight is a fucking feat. Okay, because most business owners give the fuck up after 3 to 5 years, and that's a statistic. That's not even about spicy work. That's an entrepreneurship statistic. Most businesses only last 3 to 5 fucking years. They wind up running out of money, or the shit don't work out, or they give the fuck up too soon. So me being in this industry for 8 fucking years, relevant, profitable, and scandal free, might I add, the whole fucking time with all of these veterans backing me the fuck up. Yeah, I wear that shit with very much pride. Okay. Yeah. And ain't not one of them said I wasn't spitting facts either, even when I was a youngin' and I ain't really know what I was talking about all the time. I still, I still made sure that shit looked good, okay? And I took critique. Y'all have no idea how many times I've been checked. And I'm not talking about people hopping on the internet, dragging me and checking me. No. You have no idea how many times Doms like Countess Dionys or Countess Dionys has hopped in my DMs and was like, hey, you tweeted that shit and you didn't capitalize the word my. You tweeted that shit and didn't capitalize the word black dominatrix. You need to go back and change that shit right the fuck now. And whatever else. Like, I am totally open and coachable. Okay? You can't be a coach and educator and not be coachable yourself. So that's just weird. Okay? That's just my thing. I've been a teacher for 9 years, and I'm not even talking about financial domination. Prior to me being a dominatrix, I was a teacher for 9 years, K through 12, kindergarten through 12th grade. Okay, I didn't taught all the babies. Sure did. The young ones, the old ones, the dumb ones, everybody in the middle. Okay. You cannot call yourself an educator, a coach, a mentor, and not be teachable, especially when it comes to this industry and veterans. People have been in this industry longer than you. They've seen shit. They've experienced shit. They have valuable information. And if they're willing to give you that shit, baby, you better take it. You better take it. I feel like this may be just a typo, so I'm trying to read through the typo so I can like just kind of understand what you're saying. I mean, can you switch it up or... Okay, can you switch it up or do you have to stick to one type of aesthetic? I mean, y'all, if you see me on Twitter, okay, the way I am over here on TikTok is like the nice version of me. This is wow. Like, if you thought that I was ever saying some crazy rude shit on TikTok, baby, you have no idea who I really am, because this is the nice version of me. Okay, I get the fuck down on Twitter. And I would say I have multiple aesthetics, so to speak, because at the end of the day, like, I'm a multifaceted woman. 1 minute I could look like this, as y'all see me right here and right now in the bed, laying down, talking to y'all. One moment I could look like this. The next moment I could go, because I'm in my bedroom, I could go into that other room in my dungeon, in my apartment, and put on the pleasers, the whips, the latex, you know, and we gets the fuck down. And then other times I'm not feeling that, and I want to be with my crystals and I want to be with my tarot cards. So, you know, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you a multifaceted black girl, you gonna have more than one aesthetic. Like, the way we switch our hair up, shit, I could pop this wig off and still be eating with my short little afro with a totally different aesthetic. So when you're a multifaceted black girl and you are very much being yourself, okay, you might just, you know, be doing, you know, like operating as a dom under a different name, but you're very much being yourself. You're gonna have more than one aesthetic for sure. Let's see. How do I sign up? If you are interested in becoming a member of our community, you must be over the age of 21 and a black woman. Please do not ask me about any other conditional races or mixes. If you do not legally identify as a black woman in your normal everyday fucking life, on your taxes and all of the other things that really count, you know damn well you ain't a black woman. So, black women over the age of 21, all you have to do to access 8 years worth of coaching information and textbooks. None of it is Google. None of it is created with ChatGPT. You can become a member in the link in our bizzo. The link in the beezy. Gonna get you real peasy. And we gonna greasy them pockets. Thank you. Thank you, goddess. Thank you, goddess. Right, the member library is for you guys as students, for finding subs, getting started in Findom, learning the ins and outs. I don't teach you guys how to find subs on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, whether you know something about Findom or whether you don't, I don't care if you've been in this industry for 15 years. If you click that link in my bio and become a student today, I'm making your ass start from scratch. Okay? I don't care if you've been doing this shit longer than I've been doing it. I'm finna make you start from scratch because you never know what you don't know. And it don't mean you can't learn something new and that we, don't have shit to learn from each other. So the members library is for you guys. Yes. All of the books that I've written about financial domination, how to create content, how to make passive income, script writing, I would call it script writing activities because I don't write scripts for doms. I think that's really cringy, having you read a script that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? It's giving, I want you to be a mini me instead of teaching you how to be your own fucking person. So y'all hear her crying. But yeah, everything is in there. What about chargebacks? Chargebacks are the times, if you don't know what a chargeback is, basically a chargeback is when a sub sends you money for something and then basically calls his bank and said like, no, that wasn't me, it was fraudulent. So if a sub like said he was gonna send you $500 for a Skype session or something, and then after the Skype session he called the bank and said like that transaction was fraudulent, and Cash App winds up being like, oh, this wasn't a good charge, or Throne or UPay is like, oh, this wasn't a good charge, it didn't go through, the customer reported it as fraud, you would lose that money and your account would now be in the negative $500. You avoid chargebacks by having a little bit more of customer service built into your business as a professional and client retention skills. But that's what a chargeback is. When a sub gives you money and takes that shit back by reporting it as fraud. I have never had that happen to me from a man. Never. I wouldn't dare let a motherfucker disrespect me like that, and a sub would never disrespect me like that either. So, what you crying for, poo-poo? You need some attention? Well, she got to use the bathroom. I can't take her to the bathroom in this robe. It's too nice out to be going outside. Can you wait? I feel like you got to wait a little bit. I think she can wait. I'm going to just let her out. Because she got the little thing in her room. Yeah, my dog has her own room, period. This her room, y'all. She is supposed to be in there taking a nap. But yeah, that's what a chargeback is. When a sub gives you money and then calls the bank and says that he didn't do that shit. But that's, again, why I said earlier, remember we was talking about, why I said earlier, I don't specifically humiliate my subs for sending me money. Because again, if that's the action that I want you to take, I'm not going to humiliate you for doing that thing that I wanted you to do in the first place. And the reason why I think personally so many doms do get chargebacks is because they carry it that way. They make fun of their subs for sending the money. They treat their subs like, ooh, you ain't shit, you a bitch, you a loser because you gave me money. But that's what you wanted him to do. So you're making him feel like shit for something that you wanted him to do. And now, what you don't know, because you don't have no education to know no better, you're giving him buyer's remorse. You've just made him and berated him and made him feel like shit for sending you money for the last hour. It's not a surprise that he called the bank after that shit and said, that wasn't me, I regret doing this, give me my money back. You made him feel like shit for sending you money. Personally, that's literally the one thing that I do different than every other dom on the internet. And that's the one thing that has had me 8 years in the game, 6 figures, and never had no man charge back, try to take his money back from me. Never. I'll humiliate you for something else. But I'm not going to humiliate you for sending me money if that's what the fuck I wanted you to do. I'm going to make you feel like you sending me money was the correct thing to do. You sending me money is absolutely what you need to be doing. You sending me money is the best motherfucking thing you can ever do with your whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, whether I berated you for having a little PP or I humiliated you for being unmarried or your girlfriend broke up with you, whatever else, when it comes to you spending that money, when it comes to you cutting that check, you feel good about that. In your heart. Ain't no shame, ain't no remorse, ain't no regret. That's how I don't get chargebacks. Very simple, y'all. Just a shift in perspective. Just a shift in perspective. Not scandal free. Yes, scandal free. Y'all ain't never heard nothing about me except the fact that I cost too much. But ain't that the point? Hey, poo poo. Hey, girl. Big stretch. Oh. Hi. Mommy got her nice clothes on, so I kind of don't want to let you out. Yeah. I kind of don't. Because I got on my nice clothes. Yeah. Because I don't want you to get like all your like doggy germs on it. I love you though. You want to say hi? Say hi, TikTok. Girl, say hi. Hi, TikTok. There you go. Hey. Hey, my baby. That's my girl. Yeah. All right, I'm going to let you out and then I'm going to run. Hold up, let me pick this up so you don't chew that up. Where's your thing? With all the pumpkin in it and the chicken? You finished all your pumpkin and chicken? Okay, poo-poo. She was fucking that thing up. I could hear her banging it around in the crate like she was really getting in that motherfucker too. All right, I'm going to run. Okay, you stay in here in your room. Let me lock the thing. Yeah. Okay. Now you can push the crate and you can come on out. Girl, I unlocked the damn door. What you crying for? Right. Now you just realize it's unlocked, dumbass. Anyway. She still didn't fucking realize that the damn door was unlocked. She'll figure it out. My little dumb girl, but chill on her because she only 12 weeks, so she's still figuring out life. Do you have to show pics of your real face? Financial domination is not something that you can do faceless. It's just not. There are more than enough ways to be creative as a dom so that you don't have to show your face all the time. But it is not realistic for me to sit up here and say you can do financial domination 100% faceless. At the end of the day, your face card is what's making them send. So if you're not showing your face, what are you showing? We only want to see but so many pictures of your feet. Your ass and your titties might look great. They not going to sit up the same way that they sitting up right now 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You're going to have to show us a little bit something different. Your face card is what makes you the money. So if you're not showing your face, what are you showing? And if you're not showing anything, what are you actually doing? Right? Because you could be a erotica writer and never show your face because you're writing books. But that doesn't make you a financial dominatrix. That makes you an erotica writer. The two are similar, perpendicular, but not the same. They may intersect, but they are not the same. So no, you cannot do financial domination faceless. And I don't give a fuck what nobody tells you. You can't. If you want to do some shit like that 100% faceless, you need to have the cash flow today to run ads every single day. And unless you got $10,000 right now ready to blow on some ads, it's not going to work. I'm not about to sell nobody no fucking dream. Like, and tell you that you can do Findom faceless so you can try it for 6 months and then give the fuck up where you're not getting no traction. People want to see your face. Your face is what makes you beautiful. Mm-hmm. Damn, comments jumping up. Shoot, I'm 27 and black. Period. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She just be crying because she dramatic. I thought that was a sub crying. No. I wouldn't dare let a sub cry in that fucking crate like that. They would have a shot collar on them. But that's my daughter. She in her room though. Why do some ask you to go to other messaging apps to talk? Because they're scammers. So all of those men that are like, hit me up on WhatsApp, hit me up on this random ass app, hit me up on Kik, hit me up on Telegram. Those are scammers. They want you to contact them so that you can beg them or ask them to send you money. But what's really going to happen is that they're going to say, in order for me to send you money, I have to get you make you get a deposit or a gift card. So basically, they're just going to fucking scam you. In order for me to send you money, you need to talk to me on WhatsApp. And then when we go to WhatsApp, I'm going to tell you that you need to deposit this random check into your bank account. And then when you deposit this random check into your bank account, I'm actually going to steal all of your money. That's what they're doing. Or at least trying to do. Because think about it. Why would you need to message a sub? And then what do you even say when you message a sub first? Give me some money? That's not financial domination. What the fuck? That's a charity case. I don't understand why she can't just be in her room. I don't understand. She got the thing. And it's too cold outside. And I look good. She be alright. I'll clean it up. But no, seriously, she got her little potty thing in her room, so she'll be alright. We use that. We use her little potty thing in her room for just times just like this. When I'm doing some shit and I'm working and I can't actually take her outside to the bathroom and she gotta go. She'll be alright. I usually have subs cleaning up my apartment anyway, so. They can come clean all that shit up, literally. Right. He sent me a screenshot with a hashtag saying something about he sent money, but he didn't. I didn't get it because I didn't accept it. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Sometimes on Cash App, you do have to accept money from people. But again, you really shouldn't be using Cash App. But sometimes if somebody sends you money on Cash App and they've never sent you money before, you do have to go in and accept it. But you would have gotten a notification about that. Like, but you got to think, no man who actually is interested in financial domination, unless he's single, never been married, don't have no kids, no man who's interested in what we do has a social media page dedicated to that shit. No man who's actually interested in financial domination, one, he don't call himself no fucking pay pig, I can tell you that. But then two, he does not have a social media page dedicated to him being a sub that spends money. That shit is performative. Y'all be getting scammed. And I'm not saying that the subs who have accounts and stuff like that on Findom can't send you some money, because they can. But do you need to be spending your time focused on them? No. Most of the men who are going to send you the most money are using actual accounts. Like, they're using accounts that are their personal accounts. Private accounts that they got their kids on. Private accounts that they be watching the news on. They be watching sports on. This shit be locked. They not supposed to be in your comments. They not supposed to be on the Findom side of Twitter at all. Those are the men that you're going to get the most money from. The ones who are going to give you the hardest time, be the cheapest niggas, white, black, Asian, whatever race they are. You want the cheapest, most annoying people. Those are going to be the ones who have the, I'm bored. I need a dom to come take my money. Like this tweet if I can send you some money today. Those are going to be the most bottom barrel, worst people you have ever met in your life as a dom. The ones who are going to be the sweetest are going to be the ones that are hiding on burner accounts, no media, no profile, no bio, no likes. All they do is like your shit and send you money. Yeah, I would absolutely put a shot collar on a sub and put him in a dog cage. To be honest, the dog cage, I don't think all of y'all know who Penelope is. But if you know who Penelope is, my sub, then you know who Penelope is. Penelope, that's actually Penelope's cage that Cashadina is in right now. She's actually inside of Penelope's cage, but she about to outgrow it, so it's going to be Penelope's again. But the reason why I like to use dog cages for subs instead of the actual, like, BDSM cages is just because I feel like it's more demeaning, right? Especially when I actually put my dog in the cage, and then, like, when I'm doing a session, like, I'm not gonna lie, the crate smells like dog. The crate smell like dog, smell like a little bit of pee, because she a puppy. Maybe she had an accident. I cleaned it up, but, like, it probably still smell like a little bit of pee. I like that for a sub. I like that I'm putting you in that kind of environment as a sub, because, like, yeah, you deserve to be in a pissy dog cage, for real. And Penelope, those of y'all who know Penelope, my white sub that works for the feds, that be working my fucking nerves, her ass deserved to be in that fucking cage. Let your hair red. Her with Gucci said. You have them cleaning up. Diabolical. Absolutely. Penelope is one of the subs that comes here. The other one is Henrietta, but I had to fire Henrietta because he just had way too much stuff going on personally, and I just felt like, you know, it was probably better for him to just, like, take a break than to keep doing sessions. Like, yeah, I could use the money, or, like, you cleaning up my house, but, like, I don't want to say he was being too clingy, but he just had a lot of stuff going on personally that was affecting him. And I just, like I said, I felt like he would have just been better off with us just taking a break, like him going to therapy, him talking to a lawyer about some of the stuff that he was going through with his ex-wife or whatever the fuck, and his kids. And it just became too much for me. So I was just like, you know what? Just go ahead and take a break. And I'll hit you up when I hit you up. But yeah, I usually have two subs that come dressed up like they should, as maids, and they clean my whole apartment for me. They do the dishes, they clean the bathroom, they clean the kitchen, they do the toilets, they take out the trash, any and everything. I've also had those same subs and different subs like run errands for me. So instead of me ordering DoorDash, I'll call the sub and make them, you know, go do all of the stuff or get all of the stuff from me from the store, as if I was ordering DoorDash, except I'm not paying for it. He's paying for it, and I make him go to a store on the other side of town, so it really feels like he's doing DoorDash. So yeah. But that type of stuff also comes with time too, because I'm not about to just let anybody come to my fucking house. You know what I'm saying? We have to have a certain level of trust for you to even really be in my space like this. So somebody else said, that's what I've noticed. The real ones send off of vanilla accounts. Absolutely. They really do not be on them pay pig accounts. The pay pigs, just go ahead and take pay pig out of your vocabulary. Like, if you want to make some money this year in Findom, take pay pig out your fucking vocabulary. I promise. Those are the cheapest men. I promise. So should we be paying for these subscriptions? I don't know exactly what you mean by that. Somebody outside. What is your opinion on doing Findom while you're in a committed relationship? I started financial domination while I was engaged. As long as your partner's not fucking insecure, like, you'll be fine. As long as your partner's not insecure as fuck, you'll be fine. should you be what? Paying for a subscription to find a donor? Where the fuck y'all doing that at? Somebody, well, y'all got to explain something to me. Where are you paying for a subscription to find a donor? Who is making you subscribe to their shit under the guise that you're going to be able to find a sub? Don't let me find out it's some more stupid shit. Please, y'all go ahead and tell me, because I already know it's about to piss me off just thinking about it. What subscription or who is running said subscription that's making y'all pay in hopes to find a sub? Wagwan. I'm going to give y'all a second to go ahead and type it in the comments. Please tell me what's happening right now. Please tell me. Please explain it. That is so backwards. Yeah, because like, I can't remember the name. Okay, so I have very recently, when I made a couple of posts or whatever, talking about some of these girls that are on here talking, like running fake TikTok accounts because they're really like ads for certain apps and stuff like that. So I have heard of the platform Edish Finder and Eat Finder that are charging you guys a subscription for you to be on their platform up front. I have screenshots to prove that they're doing it and how much they're doing it for. Because y'all know I don't just say shit out my mouth. When I talk about people, I'm saying it with receipts. And if I said something about you, please believe I got the receipt. Try me if you want. You don't want these receipts. My receipts go all the way back to 2017. Please. However, I have seen people on those types of platforms talking about Findom and stuff like that, and then they're secretly promoting those two sites that I just mentioned, and those two sites make you pay to be on there under the promise or the guise that you would find subs. But you got to think about it. Financial domination is becoming more increasingly popular, yes. There's only a certain kind of man that's going to be able to afford this lifestyle, you guys. How many billionaires are in the world? And let's be real with ourselves, as pretty and as gorgeous and as intelligent as we are, it's not realistic to think that you going to just automatically match with Jeff Bezos on an app and hit a lick as a financial dominatrix. So 9 times out of 10, the type of men that you're going to find are blue collar workers, men that have to do overtime in order to get you the money that you want, or men that are entrepreneurial and maybe make 6 figures. Is there any shame in that? Absolutely not. But the way that financial domination is becoming so popular, these little companies and shit like that are taking advantage of people who have no idea what Findom is and making it seem like everybody in the world is interested in Findom. It's going to be so easy, right? So when you go to a platform like Edish Finder that was just known for feet, now they're trying to branch out with a new LLC. They want you to pay $15 or $5 a month or $15 a year or $40 for a lifetime for a basic plan. Or they want you to give them $15 a month. I think it was like $80 a year or like $100 for a lifetime. And they want you to pay that, subscribe, and have your card charged every single month under the premise that you're going to find some subs, some fin subs at that on that app. Let me tell you what's really finna happen. You finna be subscribed on their website because, again, I'm not saying it because financial domination doesn't work. I'm saying it because this platform specifically was just known for foot content, and now they're trying to branch out into financial domination because they see how popular it is. That doesn't mean that they have the demographic to support us, though. They were known for foot content. They're branching out to market to us so that they can get our money because they see so many people making money off of this. You got to pay attention. They want you to subscribe at those price points that I mentioned and have your card be charged month after month. They're not giving you any education on how to do said thing. So what you're going to inevitably do is sit on that platform for 6 to 12 months with your card being charged month after month, barely making any money, if anything, because they're not going to promote you. They're not going to market you. They're not going to uplift you and give you free photo shoots or education or mentoring. No, you're just a number to them. You're just a subscriber, right? So you're going to stay subscribed for 6 to 12 months with your card just charging and charging and charging and charging under the hope that one day you're going to come across this sub. They may boost you every now and then, and you may get a couple dollars that has you hooked. So the next month you don't subscribe or you don't unsubscribe or cancel. And then after 6 to 12 months of not making barely any fucking money, you're going to realize, oh my God, I just gave this platform $600 this year and I've only made $200 as a Findom. And they're going to do that to how many black girls times 1,000? Right. Financial domination is becoming popular. That does not mean everybody on this motherfucking internet can teach you what the fuck to do. I'll teach you what to do, for sure. I'm not about to say that when you subscribe and become a student with our network that I'm finna hand you no subs, because some of y'all done asked me some bold ass shit like that before. I thought you was gonna give me the subs. I thought you were gonna give me a list of subs. What benefit would it do for you for me to give you a list of subs that I bust my ass to get over the last 8 years who I've built relationships with? What, you gonna hit them up and say, oh my God, Goddess Ekua gave me your number. Give me some money too. He gonna look at you like, bitch, what? Fuck out of here, right? Or he'll give you $20 and dangle the carrot in your face because he can tell that you immature, young, novice, and don't know what you're doing. That's how y'all get played with and disrespected. Really. That's how y'all get played with and disrespected. So I don't give people subs. Do people find subs after being students with me? Absolutely. Do people find subs based off of being a part of our network and being able to say that they are a member of our community? Absolutely, because our community is widely known and highly respected. Not in the USA. We are 100% international. USA, Canada, North America, South America, West Africa, North, South, East Africa, the United Kingdom, Brazil, Colombia, Russia, Finland. We everywhere in this bitch. Yeah, 8 years in the game and still going. However, I'm not handing you no subs. I'll show you what to do to make your own subs. Give you all of the love, sisterhood, and support and information that you need to get it out the mud yourself. But I ain't handing you no sub. Because even if we had the same community subs, what they come to me for and what they go to you for is totally different. I don't give a fuck if we do the same thing to the T, to the letter. What they're coming to me for and what they will experience with me is not the same as what they would experience with you. You humiliating a sub is not going to be the same as me humiliating that motherfucker. Not at all. Let me find something more PG-13 than what's coming to mind. Because it rhymes with egging. So let me not say that. But you doing content, foot content with a sub, the way you carry yourself, the color that you put on your toes, the way your feet look, not the same as the way my feet look, the way I paint my toes, the way I carry myself. Even if we did the same shit down to the letter, it would never be the same. So me handing you a sub doesn't do anything for you. It's not going to do anything for you. I've had tricks, never had a sub. What's the difference? A sub is a submissive man. So usually when you talk about tricks comes from a branch of spicy work, which is in a different sector. Okay, because we're going to get into the sectors and the science of it. Tricks is a language or a verbiage that comes from a different sector of spicy work, more of the 304 side. And ain't nothing wrong with the 304 because we all in the dough. Ain't nothing wrong with the 304 because we all in the dough. But It's not necessarily the same. So a submissive or sub is a submissive gentleman. A trick could be any nigga with some money, and he might be disrespectful. How about that? So that's just the difference in my eyes. It's a different type of X work, and a trick could be disrespectful and say whatever the fuck else. He's not going to be submissive. He could be dominating you or whatever the fuck else. And a sub is usually a respectful gentleman who know what the fuck to say out his mouth. Okay? You ain't really guaranteed that with a nigga that's called a trick. And that's why you're tricking him, right? It's called trick and tricking because you're fooling, finessing, tricking. You're not fooling, finessing, or tricking your submissives. You're not manipulating people. You're not scamming people as a Findom. What you're doing is legitimate. Do you identify as a black woman? If not, the answer is no. If you yourself make a distinction, then the answer is no. If you don't normally identify as a black woman, the answer is no. Yeah, literally providing a service. Absolutely. We are service providers. Absolutely. This is a service-based business, and you are absolutely a service provider, and you are absolutely providing customer service. However, because it's Findom specifically, shout out to my robe, looking great, because it's Findom specifically, right? You don't have to portray, like you don't have to be Burger King. The customer's always right. Oh my God. No, the customer ain't always fucking right. Sometimes the customer be dead ass wrong. Okay. So yes, you are a service provider in this industry. However, your customer is in this dynamic because it's Findom, which is why you need to study BDSM. Because if you don't understand what I say about the dynamic of this being a service-based job and you being a service provider, but the customer is in the opposite position, it's because you don't understand the BDSM dynamic behind it. You need to study BDSM. Some of y'all have unrealistic expectations. I'm going to be a Findom, but I'm not going to do anything related to BDSM. How can you be a dominatrix without doing BDSM? Financial domination is the dom sub act of exchanging power through monetary gifts. You can't quite literally be a Findom and not do BDSM. It's there. It's in there. That's an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why you really have to study BDSM and BDSM dynamics. That's why when you're new, as a new student with me, whether you've been in this industry for 15, 20 years, or you just started yesterday, I'm going to make you start from the basics, and we're going to learn the BDSM dynamics and what it means. Because in this industry, we are service providers. However, I am not here to serve you. Okay? I'm not serving it up with no motherfucking smile. Okay? The customer ain't always motherfucking right. Okay, just because you got some money don't mean I'm finna do shit. All right, you as the customer or the sub serve me, even though I am the service provider. The service I am providing you is the ability for you to serve me. Some of y'all gonna let that go over your head. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. But you need to know. I don't want to offend you because I'm not 100%. That is fine. However, if you identify as a black person, thank you. That's all we saying. We don't have to do the percentages and the thing. Most people who do that be white. And that should be pissing me off. Because white people would be like, oh my God, I'm like 2% like African. So I'm almost blacker than you. Like, fuck out of here, bitch. Oh my God. So, yeah. If that driver's license say black, thank you. I'm like 2% Mexican. They be like, I'm like 2% Mexican, but mayonnaise is spicy. Mayonnaise Spicy. Oh my God. I don't know what she's doing right now. I want to go see what she's doing, but I don't want her to stop because it sounds like she's having fun and she's being entertained. But I know the minute I get up, she's going to start crying. The fuck is she doing out there? Okay. The Robe is a paid actor. It is. And she is earning her motherfucking check. Okay. Okay, let's be yes. Yes. Pussy, 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 cunt. Pussy, 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 cunt. Pussy, 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 cunt. Cunt, cunt. Pussy, pussy, cunt. Pussy, 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 cunt. Pussy, 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 cunt. Puss, 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 puss. She had a puss. She had the puss. Puss, 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 puss. Puss in boots. Puss in the boots. I love Queen Charlotte. I really do. I really wish that they made Queen Charlotte like the spinoff or whatever. I really do wish that they made Queen Charlotte just as long as they made Bridgerton, because Bridgerton was pissing me off. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. I didn't even finish Bridgerton because it was pissing me off. It was so white. It was so white. And it was just like, when it wasn't white, it was like porn. Like, if it wasn't just all white centered, it was like BBC porn, interracial porn almost. I just couldn't, the drastic, it was too much for me. And I know how Shonda get down. She liked the swirl, unfortunately. She addicted to that swirl. Can't get with it. Could not get with it. Could not, even for the outfits and just not paying attention to the storyline and just enjoying the vibe. Could not get with it. Could not get with it. And that's coming from somebody who used to watch The Crown on Hulu with Catherine the Great. And that shit was all white except for like 2 black people. You know what I'm saying? But even that, just, Lord, could not get with it. Queen Charlotte, though, she was on the side. She ate that. She ate that when she made that. But she needs to do another series, like a longer series. Give us the same effort, the same energy, because these antebellum as Victorian era as white focused stories are not realistic. Are not realistic. Y'all remember that part of Queen Charlotte where because Queen Charlotte was already light-skinned as fuck. Remember that part of Queen Charlotte where they was painting her and she was like, oh, she too dark. The bitch was already passing the paper bag test. She was like, oh, y'all painting her too dark. Y'all need to make her lighter, make her white. That's why y'all feel like nowadays, and I'm a historian, that's why y'all feel like nowadays so many people in the Victorian era were not black. Because we have allowed white people to literally whitewash our history. They painted Queen Charlotte as a white woman so that when everyone from their time died, all the historians who would then find the artifacts would just assume that everybody was fucking white because they literally whitewashed everybody. There's no one else from that era alive to say, I was actually a dark-skinned black woman or a much darker-skinned, light-skinned woman, and they whitewashed me so that I looked white. They're dead. They can't say that, right? So now we have all of these different pictures and texts and all this other historical shit that we done found with all these white people on there that wasn't supposed to be fucking white. That was never white in real life. I'm sick of it, okay? Tired. Shonda. There was a reason I couldn't get into it either. Exactly. Because you know Shonda liked to get down with that swirl, and she liked to get down with the swirl way too much. To the point, she liked to get down with the swirl to the point that she is like almost propagandering the fact that we need to be with the swirl. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Victorian eras, yes, it was black people, but they wasn't fucking with us like that. They wasn't mixing it up and all of that shit that they doing in Queen Charlotte. They wasn't doing all of that. All of that shit is fantasy for her. And fantasy for all them other white people that be fantasizing about black men and black women. It's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't fucking with us like that. I mean, they was fucking, but not after that. They wasn't fucking with us like that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you down for the swirl, then, you know, by all means. But I like my sausages cooked, okay? I don't want salmonella, okay? I don't want raw meat, all right? That meat right there be looking like raw chicken. I don't like salmonella. I don't want to get salmonella. I like my meat cooked. Matter of fact, I like my hot dogs on the grill with a little bit of burn on that thing. We're not going to do too much, though, because this is TikTok. We're supposed to behave ourselves. But like I said, I like my hot dogs with a little bit of burn on that motherfucker. A little bit of a thick one. A thick one. Wrap my hand around it like this. Oh, Lord Jesus. Real long and heavy. Real heavy. Not a bratwurst, because bratwurst would be German. And Germans, not all of them was white. Not all of them was white. But more like a hot link. A big meaty. Let me stop. But like a big fat ass meaty one. Something you can really grip. Yo, they gonna ban us again. We showing off too much already. They gonna ban us again. But that's just my personal preference. You know how men be like, I don't like fat women. That's just my personal preference. That's just my personal preference. Okay, so if you don't have a big fat ass meaty schlong, blame your daddy. Maybe that's his fault. But me personally, I like one of them big nice ones. Something you plop it down, it's like, ooh, got a little weight to it. Okay, a little heavy in the pants. Like, ooh, dance, too much dick in the pants. Dance, too much dick in the pants. Yeah, I like one of them. I like it when you got them sweatpants on and I can see the print. If you got on gray sweatpants and I can't see the print, you not hitting hard enough for me. Don't hit me with no it's cold outside. Them gray sweatpants tell all. If them gray sweatpants don't show that motherfucking print, that motherfucking moose knuckle, nigga, nah, you not for me. You ain't got enough. You ain't got enough. You ain't got enough for me. I need to see that moose. I'ma stop now. I'ma stop. I'ma stop. We gonna behave ourselves. Okay? The government said y'all can have your little app back, but y'all gotta behave yourself. We gonna behave ourselves this time. We gonna behave ourselves this time. I promise. Woo. Girl, I always want to be crying. Let's go check on my baby. It's hard to move around, you know, with this big fabulous ass robe on. Get your ass off of that. What's wrong with you? Okay. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. You go potty? No. You potty? No. Not yet. Why you fussy? Why you so fussy? Okay. Calm down. Why you so fussy in you butt? Fussy butt. Fussy butt. Fussy butt. Say hi. So she want attention so bad. She want to be on the live so bad, y'all. Go ahead, talk your shit. And then what happened? Okay, talk your shit, sis. Yeah, and then what? And then what? Yeah. Period. Poo-poo. You better tell him. And then what? What else? Yeah. You want to be on the live so bad, you might as well talk. And then what? And what you was telling them about them subs? Yeah, leave them alone. Leave the broke ones alone, right? Get the niggas that's rich. Yeah. Oof, a word. A bar from Cashadina herself. Thank you, Cashadina, for your contributions in today's conversation. I totally appreciate it. Girl. Yep. Okay, she done. All right, well, she done, y'all. No, she coming back for more. No, yes. No. All right, well, she done. I thought you was done. Is you done? All right. She got some more details. Should they go with pay pigs or should they go with the rich niggas? What you think? It sound like she said rich niggas to me. We gonna leave it at that. Oh. Sound like she said rich niggas to me. We gonna leave it at that, y'all. Thank you. She is 12 weeks today. Okay, she is 12 weeks today, my little baby. My baby Great Dane. What are y'all? If you got kids, you know what that mean. I done had too much fun by myself, so I can't have no fun no more, y'all. She need all my attention. That mean we gotta depart because I can't have no fun no more. So I wish y'all the best. Wait, how that lady be dancing? Lady Macbeth? She be like. Peace.